All right, so I got in on this pretty late, and I just marked up the previous range, which should be blue. I have a black screen. Let me try to make this as blue as I can. Maybe a little bit too blue, but this is the previous day's 130 to 430 range. I went short and price started reversing, and then I switched my gears and went long. And I should have got out up here, but I got out down here. So I basically broke even. So this is live. According to the back testing, price should come up here. It's money above this box up here. But I'm thinking that price may go lower because I've seen this happen before where it went up at 930. And this candle only went down about 50% and then it took off. And I was looking for price to go lower. Also, what I've seen in back testing is that so to retest this box and then go lower if it's continue to go lower. But I'm thinking right now that maybe you don't want to go lower because I'm also thinking it probably could go lower because of this V bottom right here, which could easily be broken. It's not like it's a consolidated bottom. So I'm actually thinking it may go higher because I'm thinking price may just be coming down and filling this liquidity void on a higher time frame. I'm on a 5-minute. So it could just be coming down here to fill this in since it's a huge push and then go higher. So looking like I probably should have held my buy, but I don't know what's going on right now. I mean, I should know. That's what's frustrating about it. I should know. But this is a mitigation block right here that price came up into. Also look like it may go higher because this is constant encroachment and price closed above it. It didn't respect 50% of this lowest down closed candle. This is a mitigation block. Okay, on the 5-minute chart. Lowest down closed candle before price started going up. So price came down and it closed higher. I'm about to get back in for a buy. Fuck that. I got back in for a buy. Now this is on a 5-minute chart. Maybe I should have went on a 15-minute to see what price did. I should look at the mitigation block on the 15-minute, which is not that candle. Yeah, we got a huge rejection inside of this mitigation block. This is actually the block right here on a 15-minute chart. But on the 5-minute chart, it went higher than that mitigation block. This is constant encroachment, so price went higher than this constant encroachment. It beat it all up. So what I'm about to do now is mark up the 15-minute highs with a larger box and then mark up the 5-minute highs with a lower box. You really have to know what price is going so you don't get caught up in all this fucking going up and going down because it will mess with your head when you live. You'll think you the shit on demo. Trust me. You go live, it's a whole nother fucking ball game. Okay, so these are the 5-minute highs. So price is basically it's making lower lows and lower highs based on the structure. This low right here, when price was right here, this low should not, when price came back above this line right here, this low, it should not take this high right here. And it did. So the structure has changed. So now we're going up, not for the long term, but temporarily. So I should have saw that as well, and I could have held my buys earlier. So this is a 15-minute. These are the 15-minute highs up here. I would love to see it close above. Now it's shooting above. I'm just taking something off because I'm trying to rebuild this account. So I still don't have the clear direction, which I should. I know it's going higher from what it's looking now, but I don't know exactly where. I mean, it could come above this box, but I've seen it fail and not come above this box. But the way ICT teaches is if price at 930, if it comes below this box, then it wants to go above it. So I should have known better. I'm just going to hold my buys. And so I'm back in on a buy. Look like I should probably just hold for price to just come up here above this blue box. That's what the orders are before 130. I'll probably just get out above here, though. I also need to mark up the London highs and the London lows from 2 to 5. I really need to hold for price to come above that box. But it's scary. I'm just getting out as price is going up, to be honest with you. The only reason I'm acting scared like this is because I got beat up over the last few days with trading. So I'm just scalping. I'm just scalping right now. So 2 position, 2 buys successful. Right now we're at 50. I have to mark up. Let me see, make sure this is 130. Now again, this kind of threw me off right here because I saw this candle right here yesterday or day before. I took a loss, man, and really fucked with my head. Because price it had a huge candle like this, and then it respected 50%, and then it went higher, and I was expecting price to go lower. So I was expecting price to go lower right here because it dug into 50% of this huge white candle. But also I have to respect that 930 price went above and went below. It went lower than this white candle, did a rejection block. So it took the money under there, and according to ICT, it has to come up here. That's where the rest of the money is. Even if it's going lower, it has to come up here now. According to the structure, I think price should come back down. It already came down. Yeah, it already came back down. So the move actually was to buy here and sell here. Let me show you for people that I've been showing this to. This would be the red right here. I should have held that buy, but like I said, I'm taking stuff off, man. I got beat up over the last 2 days. Whatever I can get, I'm good. Yes, I believe it's going up, but I don't know that. Man, yeah, I'm gonna feel bad if it just keep pushing up. I should have held my longs, but if I wasn't a little bitch right now, because I am, to be honest with you, I would just hold above this blue box, to be honest with you. Or I will hold to the next 5-minute high, which is here. Because I'm putting it above the body of the candles. They just did a rejection block. It just came above this white candle right here. And now it could go lower and retrace. But even if it retraces, this is why you have to know where it's going. If I absolutely know, gun to my head, it had to come up here. I mean, gun to my head, I would say it has to come up here based on my insane back testing. But just because you do a lot of back testing don't mean that when the chart is live that you actually going to follow what you saw. That's why you have to respect people who actually put risk behind these trades, because yeah, you can know it's going up, but that don't mean you're going to put your own money behind it's going up. Okay, so this line right here, this would be yellow. And then the next one is green. Let me explain that. I just been trying to come up with a way to show new people colors so they don't get lost in structure. So this is a breaker structure line right here. I should just be done for the day and take what little I got so far. But this is the official breaker structure line. Let's see. This is kind of like the official breaker structure line here. Because when price made a new low right here, you see when price, it didn't make a wick low, but it made a low as far as, well, it didn't close below the candle, but it did somewhat called a rejection block. Sometimes a low may be considered, it did close below the body right here. I have to zoom in and see. You see, did it? Nope, it didn't. Well, what's the low? What's the, I'm reading the closing price, 15, 17, 15. Oh, this is a double bottom. So yeah, it had to go higher. Okay, so the breaker structure is official right here. So this line right here, which I'll make the orange line, price is going higher, and I'm be kicking myself. But if I didn't know that, I just can't be in it. I mean, of course, I believe it's going up there based on my back testing, but I think price probably going higher. I was probably going lower. Now I did a rejection block. It went slightly above. Well, it did close above a 15-minute high, so that's good. That's what the dotted line right here. So it's probably just retracing to come down into a bullish order block. This is a proplosion block, ICT. This is a down close candle that comes into an order block. Just lets you know that price is staying higher. So here's I feel like an ICT right now. It's crazy because I'm literally explaining the market as it's happening. All right, so it should come down into here. This is a bullish order block. Or it may come down into mean threshold. But let me finish explaining. This is an official breaker structure line. This is the red is when price broke down. The yellow is when price breaks below the orange line. And the green is when price breaks back above it. So the move was actually when you have a real breaker structure, when the price is setting up to go the opposite way. To be honest with you, it's probably going to come back down here to this line right here because it made a new high. So it could actually go a lot lower. This is what I learned from somebody. It's crazy how I didn't see this and I've been doing this for 2 years and 2 months. So basically price made a high right here. So it actually could make a low. It actually could come all the way down here, even though it won't. It could probably come all the way down here. Where's the actual lowest low order block? I'm looking for a breaker. I'm thinking the price should come down back to this line because this is an official breaker structure line. It should come back down here to this box or to this line right here. Let me put a purple box on here. I don't know why I do this, but it kind of helped me see the structure. Basically, this line right here is the official breaker structure line, meaning that it set up a move going up. Because sometimes when you actually backtest this, you'll see that there'll be a false breaker structure. You really have to know where price is going, man, because when you see these retracements, it's just blessings from God. Because if you know it, like right now, if I know this has to go higher, which I don't, I mean, it broke this mitigation block. This is a bearish mitigation block. Let me move this back. Okay, so this is a bearish mitigation block, okay? On the 5-minute. So, but we had a bigger one on the 15-minute. So you have to mark this stuff up. Bearish mid B 5-minute. Now, for 5-minute, I use yellow. I'm telling you, man, you have to know where these markers are going, like for real. You have to know because if prices like right now, I don't know for sure. I'm not ashamed to say that. I've already made money for the day. I could be done for the day and just watch price action and get back in tomorrow. Based on the low I made today, I took a loss the last 2 days and it messed with my head. So, but if I actually knew price was going up, I kind of know, but I have to see how price respects these structures. Now, I may come back down here to this purple line right here. Let me change these to white because it may be confusing. Nas can actually pay out. I see what a lot of people trade Nas. You can actually put a small amount on Nas and small leverage and get a little something. Like I said, I didn't mark this up before 9:30 at all. I literally just woke up at around 9:40 and got on the chart because I've been back testing this. It's going past now. You got mean threshold. Let me make these lines a little lighter. It's probably way too white. Okay, so all right, so we came into mean threshold of this order block right now, so it could go higher. But I think based on what I've seen in structure, it should come back down here to consequent encroachment of this wick right here. I need to be a buyer right here because this is a buy line, but I don't want to get back in and risk price going lower and me looking at the structure wrong like I did the last 2 days. But I tell you one thing, I'm gonna feel like a fool if price comes all the way up here where the money is. But you know, price already took sell side. It came down here, did a rejection block. See that? This is a white candle down here. It went right below this white candle and took off. You see this? That one right there. See if I see any balanced price ranges. I should be a buyer right here. As soon as price hit that line, I should be a buyer. But being a little bitch right now. I've backtested this a lot. This is the buy. This basically becomes a buy line. Every time price comes back down into this line right here. Now you may be like, oh, you should know this, you should know that. You say you so hard on the charts. No, I'm telling you, just because you know, I'm gonna have to do a whole psychology course, man. I think I'm at the point. I was thinking about this in the shower a few days ago. I'm like, I think I'm at the point now where I could do a psychology course and it'd be real valuable to people because I got some stuff to share with people that will blow people's minds. I mean, and one of the things I'm going to share is that you literally can know everything about ICT. You can know everything about structure and learn the whole thing and be cocky as hell. Like, yeah. And you could look at the chart in hindsight and be like, yeah, I know why it came up there. I can know. And you could predict the markets too. You could be like, yeah, it's going to go here. It's going to go there and think you the shit. And actually get in the charts with your real money and be scared, even though you know all that shit or you claim that you know it all. I mean, it's just something I need to share with people because it's all about psychology. You have to just start visualizing yourself making these trades, man. I mean, you just have to visualize yourself doing it because you can know all that stuff and still lose. So it broke this right here based on structure. I know it has to come back down to this line right here. It may actually go lower, but because it made a higher high, it can make a lower low. It could do that. This is something that I didn't know because I used to see price make a lower low and I'm like, yeah, it's going lower. But what somebody showed me is no, it showed you it can make a higher high. Now the move is I'm looking for price to make a new candle and close strongly above here, and then I can get in for a buy to up to here, even though price is probably going to come up here. This is what I'm thinking. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm not supposed to be doing what I'm doing right now. ICT says hold to one side because people who don't know what they're doing, they're going to do what I'm doing right now, which is saying, well, if it goes down, it's like, no, just stick to one bias. And if you're wrong, then study in your own time and see where you went wrong. Okay, so we need to go to the 15-minute chart and mark up the mitigation blocks because this is going to tell us the higher time frame. This is time frame analysis right here. See the wicks right there? Yeah, it's going lower. This is a crazy-ass wick, but if you didn't go to the 15-minute chart, you wouldn't have saw that. So it looks like it's going lower. Where's it going lower to? Got an order block down here. Opening price. Well, I was wrong on that, but I got money out of that motherfucker before it left, though. I feel good about that. Yeah, I feel real good about that. Okay, so listen. We have a lower down closed candle, but look, we got a lower one right here. So I have to take this green line and put it over here. See that? On opening price. So this is a win review. But, I should have known that price is going lower. This is something I have to work on. I have to make sure I'm on different time frames. So I was on the 5 minute. I should have had the 5 minute up, the 15 minute, and the 1 hour. Okay. So where's price going? It looked like it want to take these. It's just a double lows down here. So maybe I should stay short to down here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get on my demo account. You should have a live account and a demo account. I'm going to get on my demo account because we got a double bottom down here. And we got equal lows down here. This is what price seeks. Okay. But I have to wait to see what price is going to do here. I have to see what price is going to do here. Remember, this is on a 5 minute chart. That's why you have to go to the higher time frame to see what's really going on. But basically, price was taking sell side before 9:30, which is this yellow line right here. So I was looking for buy side to be taken. So a lot of times, your buy side was this was 9:30. Price shot up. Okay, so you could have got in since price was taking sell side, you could have got in for a buy right at 9:30 and took it up to these buy sides, which would have been here, here, and I would have held out for here, right? But when I seen price start retracing down, because remember we was up in the bearish mitigation block, I would have got out, and you still would have made money. Also, we see price going lower because this on a higher time frame. Let me clone this. Hold on. Well, I got more money in my account than I had when I woke up, so it's a good day. I'm just going to watch price action and get ready for tomorrow and see how I didn't see price going lower. This is what I have to do right now. Instead of going in for another trade, if you do it on demo. Here's the official mitigation block right here on a 15-minute chart, higher time frame. So listen, look at this. This told us clearly, look at this. Look at prices dropping. Wow. Could have went short. If I stayed on the 5 minute, I would have got killed. It's coming down here to this bullish order block. I might as well just make this a live trading record now. Remember on the 5 minute chart, it looked like price was being bullish because it closed above the mitigation block. That's why you have to have multiple time frames up. Now, it's about to hit this bullish order block right here. Lowest down close candle, okay, on a 15-minute chart. And then I have to mark up mean threshold as well. So I'll clone this line and I'll just eyeball it. Even though I know if I was actually trading, I would make sure it's exact perfect. So I'm gonna make this line a dotted line. So we got to see the reaction. I mean, I don't think price is coming up here at all anymore. So you got to switch gears. But you'll see if you mark up that range, price will come up here. But a lot of times what I've seen is that price will break and it will break. It will come up to this line, retest it, and then go lower. This box right here. I've seen that as well. So let me mark up the relative equal lows. I'll put an orange line under here where the 2 wicks are. I probably could get in for a short, but see the only way I can get in for a short is I have to have confirmation. Because it seems like price will want to come down here and get the money under here. This is a double bottom. These are relative equal lows. Okay, let me make this an orange line. But I have to see how it reacts on this order block. Because remember, if you want to, let me delete all this right here. This is pathetic right here. Thinking that this is a real break of structure. Now I was on a 5 minute chart, but you have to have multiple time frames up or you just gonna be in the dark. Like I was just now. I only have one time frame up. I normally have, if I prepare properly, see I hit the order block and I just stop. It's the lowest down close. See, we got a double order block right here. You got one right here You got one right here, but this is the lowest down close. So this one gonna hold more weight. I mean, it could have been waiting to hit this, come down here and hit this, and then go higher. Shit, you never know. But this is a bearish order block on a 15-minute chart. Okay. 15-minute bearish order block. So I got the higher time frame one and I got the lower time frame one. So this is how you probably want to mark it up, just so you can know. So when you go down to the 1-minute chart, you can know what's going on. Actually, I probably need to be on the 1 minute more, because the 1 minute really shows a lot. So I will go up on a 15-minute, mark all this stuff up, and then come down to the 1 minute and let it tell me what's going on. But remember, just because it closed above consequent encroachment of this block right here, I still have to go to the higher time frame, the 15-minute. I still have to go to the 15-minute chart and see what actually happened. See, because on the 15-minute chart, you see the long ass wick. So I would like to get in for a short. If I knew price was coming down here, I'll have to get in for a short. I can't get in where you can't chase price, man, because some people watching this right now already know why. Because you're gonna instantly be in drawdown if you do. If you do versus buying when price is going up. Jesus. Excuse me. So this is mean threshold. Let me go to a higher time frame. Look like price is really trying to come back down to this order block right here in this area. Let me draw a red line and try to find out what order block this is. Oh, I see what's going on. I should hold for a short because, man, this is a new week opening gap right here, NGO. It's from last week. This is an NGO that's due for bearish activity. So price is actually about to make a nasty short play on Nas100. But if I go short, I have to wait for price to go back up, because if I know, see this right here already has bearish activity right here. It tried to make bullish activity 2 times, 3 times. So now it's about to be a nasty spike down here. I'm not saying this was about to happen, but that's what it seems like when I go on a higher time frame. So bullish activity already happened in between this box right here. Make it white. I know I'm gonna make this box white. So it tried to make activity right here. So for me to actually, I would actually need to go short right here, because price hit 1, 2, 3, 4. It may hit the 4th time and then come back up, and then the 5th time it may break this. It's just based on like patterns and stuff like that. But if I believe price has to go and fulfill this in going down, then I have to buy when price is going up. I can't chase price like that, because you'll get in short right here and then price will retrace up somewhere and you'll be in drawdown and your account be blown. And then you check a day later, then it went down and you're like, oh, I should have held it. No, you should have waited. First off, you should have been buying while price was going up. Second off, you should have seen what price had to return to, what bearish order block. One of these white candles that price had to come back up into. Maybe it's here, but it already came back up into here. Sometimes you'll see that price. Well, all right, so we see this right here. We see, let me delete this right here. I'm trying to see what order block has been pushing price up right here. Seemed like price kept going down until it hit this area right here, this top of this box, and then it retraced. So I could hold a short all the way down here before it retraces again. Blow my nose. But you see this, every time it hit this order block, where's the order block at? Let me try to find a higher time frame order block. Hold on. Maybe it's on a 4 hour. I wonder if this is a breaker or not. I mean, it came below it did a rejection block here and took off, but it didn't take the low. I could mark it up as a breaker right here, but I like seeing those nasty breakers where it's like price come all the way down here and then retraces up. And then you know that this high up close candle is the breaker. That bad boy respected all day long. So the official bullish order block is, I'm trying to see what order block price kept coming down into and then rejecting. Sometimes you have to look to the left as well because you got bullish order blocks over here as well. Look like we got two. This is a bullish order block right here, but this is the lowest down close. So price is going to respect this one more. Okay. So look at this right here on a daily chart. Now, this is the one in the past. This is what people fail to realize. They think just the order blocks is right here and right here. These are order blocks. Okay. But price is still going to respect the old order blocks too. This is the lowest down close candle. This is the lowest down close candle, but this one is lower than that one. So watch when I pull price to the right. Watch what happens. You'll see why price is doing this over here. Look at this. As I pull this box over here, watch. I'm about to mark up this whole zone perfectly. Okay, from the high to the low. This is lowest down close candle. I'm just gonna eyeball it. I'm not gonna zoom. I actually zoom all the way in to make sure it's extremely perfect. But okay, so I'm going to double click on this, make it green, because this is the order block zone, meaning that when price hits this zone, it's going to retrace up. Now this is a bearish order block on the daily chart, lowest down close candle. And look what's happening. As soon as price hit it, it's doing what? It's rejecting. You see that? It hits it, rejects up. Hits it, rejects. It closed up here. It came all the way down here. It came all the way down here and rejected and closed up here. So that's what I'm saying. You have to go to the left sometimes and look at these order blocks. It's not just the order blocks that price is coming down into. You got to look at these over here too. I have to remember that as well. So that's pretty interesting. So I would put bullish order block. I would put old bullish order block. Old bullish order block, lowest down close candle. Zone, because the zone is when you have the high to open. Oh shit, the computer about to die. The zone is when you have the high the high, the consequent encroachment, and then the opening price of an order block. That's why I call it the zone. So I can know which 3 areas I need to mark up physically 50% of that box. Now I'm gonna make this box red. This is a win review. I won today, even though I'm just kind of breaking down the structure as well. So I'll probably label this a win review and Structure teacher. Now I put 1 day. I use daily. I put red. So I'm about to go back all the way back down to the 5-minute chart. It's kind of interesting how this works. You see that? As soon as price hit this green line right here, it took off. See that? Took off. See that? Now remember, this is an old bullish order block to the left. That's why you have to look at the order block. Look at that. As soon as it hit it, took off. As soon as it hit it, took off. So basically what it's telling me is that I could hold my short down to here again as well. The only problem is I have to buy when price is going up. You see this? I can't chase price. Now, based off of what I'm seeing, it respected this mitigation block, so this is the only place it has to go right now. But look at this bullish order block, the one over here to the left, the opening price. This one. It hit it and then it reversed. So now I should be looking for price to come up into, this is the highest up close candle. Okay, actually this is the highest up close candle. So price could either come up to here, which it probably won't, but it probably come up to here. Because sometimes price won't come up to the highest up close candle. It'll respect the second to the highest up close candle. But price could continue to keep going lower. I'm looking for a short right now. It'll be risky because I already made money for the day. But I would have to buy when price is going up. So remember, this green box right here was a bullish order block on the 5-minute chart. But remember, I thought price was going to respect it, but I didn't look at the overall picture. Because remember, I just jumped in on the chart. So now what do we have here? Now what you would do is, in this situation, when you got all these lines on here, sometimes you're going to have to come over and hit the eyeball and turn it off and just look at price. You have to just look at the structure itself. Okay? And just ask yourself, like, what do you see? This is where ICT's teachings come in. And this is where I'm like killer at. Because I know how I train myself to really see bearish mitigation blocks, to really see them. Because I told myself, I'm like, if I can't get this shit, I'm not going to see price taking off. About a bitch. See, should have went short right there. So price going to come down here. This is a bullish order block. It hit it, retraced up, and now this is mean threshold. So we should see a reaction off of this line here. This is the double bottom line. I think, yeah, this orange line. That's where the money is, right down here. I want to go short, but I should have went short here. This is actually a breaker right here. Price came back up into. It's a bearish breaker right here. So you have to train your eyes to see this stuff. I did a super training course on this shit because I had to, because it really boiled down. If you really like willing to give your life for this trading stuff, like it comes down to, I know some of you not willing to do that. You just want to think this shit gonna work for you, you know, when you think you could just get on the chart whenever you want to instead of really back testing like a crazy person. Good luck, by the way, because you're definitely gonna need it, and luck doesn't exist. But I mean, we create our own luck if anything. But anyway, this is a bearish mitigation block on a 5-minute. I'm sorry, bearish breaker. When I go on down to the lower time frame, I make it red, yellow. So that's why price came up into, this is the lowest down close candle before it took out this high right here. That's a breaker. Price left it. I had to come back to it. So it couldn't close above 50%. So now it's going lower. So I could hop in on a short right now because I know where it has to go, but just to be chasing price. All right, so here's the double bottoms down here. This is where the money is. This is a low right here, and this is the bullish order block that price wants to come back down into and dip back into. Okay, so we should see a short play all the way down into this order block down here. If it comes back up higher, we have a mitigation. We have a bearish breaker. That price could come back up into before it goes lower as well. Because it retested going down, but sometimes it has to retest going up before it goes lower. So that's something I should have remembered. This is the bullish order block mean threshold. Opened above the lowest down closed candle, not a good sign. So it probably want to come back up here. It could come up into mean threshold. I think this block right here will hold price down. I think this block right here will hold price down. So I guess I was right here. It's going lower because it went lower than the 50% of the body. Still made a higher high and then still went lower. So actually, so what I'm about to do right now is I'm about to go back to, let me go back to the higher time frame. What I'm about to do now is go back to the higher time frame and mark this up a little better because this is a new week opening gap on a 1 hour chart. I should probably go on a higher time frame. Maybe I should do it on a 4 hour. Also, what I want to do is I want to go back to the daily chart and I want to mark this order block up perfectly. So what I want to do is zoom in here. I have to hurry up because price could spike down. So I want to just make sure it's perfect. Now, I know some people would say this is a little bit too much, but for me, it has to be perfect. I want that high to be perfect. Also, I want to mark up the NGO, the new week opening gap, ICT. Hold on. Let me go down to the 4 hour chart. Where's that new week opening gap? Okay, so I want to mark this up perfectly on the higher time frame. I just want to make sure because, and you have to put it on the bodies. So I'm looking for a price to come down here. Now, remember we have the double bottom as well, which is what that orange line is. If I go back down to the 15-minute chart. Okay, so we have a double bottom down here. This is where the money is, right here. This is relative equal lows down here. Let me show you, check out these annotations. Right here. You see this? So we have a low here and we have relative equal lows. So it's money under this red, under this gray candle right there, and there's money under this wick right here. So let me put this as a wick line, which is I use for dotted lines for wicks. And I use, okay, so that's the double bottom right there. Let me go back down to the 5-minute. Price is retracing up temporarily right now. So it retraced this box going up, so now it has to come back up and retrace it going down. So if you want to go short, you probably should wait until price comes up into this box, or it could just keep pushing down and retest this box after it hits this area. So we have the area down here. This is a double bottom. The orange line is the double bottom. Lowest down close candle. So it's money under here because it could do a rejection block and then go higher. This is mean threshold of a 15-minute bullish order block, and this is the opening price of a 15-minute order block. This is lower time frame. This is a 5-minute low. This is a 15-minute low right there. I mean a 5-minute low. This one here, this white line. This is the body low, not the candle close low. I mean the wick low. See this candle. These are my 5 minute highs right here, body highs. So on the 5 minute chart, it looked like price closed above, but when you go on the 15 minute chart, it's a long ass wick. That's why you have to understand candles. You have to understand time frame analysis, multiple time frame analysis. Up to my green box. Oh. Okay, so this kind of makes sense in a way. Think about it. Now remember, price may reverse on us and come up here. It may want to dip back up into this box again before it goes lower, which would suck if you got in short here trying to chase price, right? But you just have to deal with that retracement and know that price is going lower. Now, this is a higher time frame. This is a bullish order block that rejected price. 1, 2, 3. It rejected right here as well, damn near. So what I'm saying is this is a old order block, lowest down closed candle zone. This is an order block that's been rejecting price. So yeah, price is going up now. As soon as price hits this box, you need to go short because it's going down, and sometimes it has a retest going up as well. What I've been seeing. So now I want to go down to the 1 minute chart and see if I can find the lowest down closed candle on the 1 minute chart to find the actual low. So this is a 5 minute one, but let me try to find that. Here it is right here. This is the lowest down closed candle. This is the actual breaker on a 1 minute breaker. So I want to label that 1 minute breaker. So sometimes you may want to mark this stuff up just so you can see how price will react off of it. It's kind of almost the same distance. Yeah, it looks like it's damn near the same thing, so I'll just delete it. Lower time frame bullish order block, it should push it up here. It already pushed it up here. So but it may want to come back the second time. This is the box we're holding for. If you're in the long right now, or if you're waiting to go short, we got to see what price does when it hits this box. Even if it comes up here, we got to see how it closes. It may close on this is a 1 minute chart. Watch the reaction when they hit that box. Let's zoom in. This thing's still recording. Nice. Huh. Look like you still want to go higher, which sucks if you're in a short right now. But it seemed like it wouldn't want to go higher. I mean, this is a bullish order block, so of course you're going to see a reaction off of this opening price, but that don't mean it's going to make it reverse all the way. It's just going to see a slight reaction. It's also a bearish. This is a bullish order block mean threshold. So we got a little bit of resistance until price comes down here. This is where the money is. This is the equal lows right here. This is the lowest wick low, and this is the lowest. Actually, maybe I need to go to a higher time frame to take a look at that. Let me go to the 30-minute chart and see what that wick low is. Yeah, see right here. We have a low right here I need to mark up as well. Zoom in, make sure that's perfect. See, if you don't zoom in, it's not on there, right? All right, so this is a 30-minute one. Let me make this one a little bit more bold. So it's more candles condensed. So the higher time frame is going to hold more weight. And we go back down to the 15-minute. You have to know what direction this thing is going into. That's the biggest thing. You have to know. Before you get into that trade, you can't guess. You got to know. So this is a 15-minute one. Okay, so these are relative equal lows. This is why I see price going. It kind of makes sense because there's a bullish order block down here. And bearish activity is due on this candle right here. Bearish activity is due for this weekly opening gap. I really need to just hold if I put it on shorts right now, I need to hold it all the way until price gets down here, to be honest with you. But we could see a reaction off of here. Price could retrace up to get money above these highs. And it probably may come up here and then go lower for bearish activity down here. So what I'm saying is price could come down here, hit this order block, come up here, go above this box right here because it would get all the money above these highs up here. Could possibly get this high. And then come down here and fulfill the bearish activity. What I keep saying and what I mean is, because I may have to do a before and after prediction, which I probably will do. This is bullish activity right here. I'm talking about for the white box, which is here. See the green box? I'm talking about the white box. So bearish activity is due on this, and it tried to create bearish activity 3 times now. So now it's about to come down with a vengeance. Okay, I've seen this happen before because we really got to see how the candles close inside of this box. I really need to see a bearish candle close inside of this this white box down here, because you only see wicks on the 15-minute chart. You only see wicks. But this bearish activity is due on this right here, and this price is so close, and it already tried a few times. I've seen that price will literally come down here with a vengeance, and that's what it's doing now. That's what I think it's doing now. See, this is weak candlestick analysis activity right here, weak bullish activity. You see that? No buyers in that candle at all because of the long wick right there. Okay. But you can't go short on long wicks. You have to go short on long wicks inside a structure, meaning like you couldn't do it right here because we didn't have any. Well, it hit this. You could have went short. It would have looked like you should have went short here because you did see a long wick. But you really want to see long wicks inside of these structure points. Like this is 2 bearish mitigation blocks. Okay, so this is a bullish candle, but it's really weak right now. Now we have 4 or 5 minutes left on a 15-minute chart, but it's looking really weak. Go back down to the 5-minute. Now, bearish activity is due down here, meaning bearish activity, meaning based on the patterns and what I see in the chart, price has to come down here and fulfill at least a bearish activity with this right here, because it already did a bullish activity, and price likes to balance these price ranges. Damn, what's price doing? It's probably want to come back up to that fucking mitigation, that breaker. So what I'm saying is, so this is bullish activity right here. So price has to come down here and fulfill bearish activity, which is these white lines I just drew. And then what happens is it's going to become a balanced price range. So what I think is going to happen is that price is going to come down here and fulfill this with bearish activity, and then it's going to leave it. Now, once it leaves it, I think it's going to go down and leave it. But once it leaves it, then 50% of this zone right here is sensitive. So when price tries to come back up, if it breaches above 50% of this balanced price range right here, because it becomes balanced when price goes up, like it did over here. I just showed you it went up, and then right here it's going down. And then when it comes back up and leaves it, it becomes a balanced price range. Now, when it starts to come back up, 50%, if it comes back above 50% of that, then that's a sign that it's going higher. So when it comes above 50%, it's going to retrace down, and then it's going to eventually go higher. So that's why you have to understand balanced price ranges. And it's not just with gaps. I thought it just was with gaps. It's also with price action as well. Okay. Hold on. It's also with the candles as well. This is what ICT taught me. It's all ICT stuff. So, like for instance, this right here looks like a balanced price range. This right here looks like a balanced price range in a way. Price went up, went down. So price came down, hit that balanced price range. So it basically lets you know it wants to go lower. Now it's going to create a new high, but then it's going to start moving its way down. You see that? Because right here, price went down, it went up, it went down, and then price left it. You see? It's not just with the, hold on quick. Price is retracing up. Shit. It's probably trying to come back up to that breaker. Yeah, it's probably trying to come back up into this bearish breaker and actually hit it this time because it failed to hit it right here. Yeah, it's going to come up there and hit it. It always do this. It always do like a fake out, like it's going to hit it. Then it go down, then it finally come up and hit it. So I would, gun to my head, is definitely going to hit it and go lower. But sometimes price is so bearish that it won't even hit the mitigation blocks or the breakers and just go lower. But let me delete this. So this is a bullish order block right here. So, you know, and it's the lowest down close candle. So we just can't expect for price just to slam through it sometimes. Sometimes you'll see a reaction off of it. This is mean threshold, and here's where the next money, this is the 30-minute money line. There's money under here. So if when price comes down here, it'll be tempting to just get out right here, when I really should be just holding the whole short for price to actually make bearish activity down below this. Let me actually add this to my, did I already add it? Let me add Vantage, Nas100 to the chart so I can know to go back and take a look at it. Yep, trying to move up to that breaker. Oh man. So that's what I see happening, something like that. This motherfucker just drop already? God damn. All right, thanks for watching. About to end the video.